So today I'm going to show you how to make a fox out of a log. So here's ones I've made previously where you kind of can see the head on this one, and this one I've done like a head either side, and also did a bit of carving on the back just for fun. And all you need really is a log that you can kind of make a ring around with your fingers, and we're going to show you how to do it. So first things first, I'm just going to take off both ends because they're a little bit rotten, so hopefully we'll get some nice clean wood in the middle. Just going to use the saw here to do it. So we've got about this long. And next, we're just going to batten it into 4. So what I'm going to do is just take my knife and just try and take it down the middle, and then batten it in half, and bring those two things together, and then batten it across like that. So you've got 4 quarters. Okay, so into 2, and push those together again. Actually, I'm just going to use one. So use 1/2, just batten that down the middle. Now we've got my quarters, and I'm just going to pick one of them. So I'm just going to use this one. So yeah, all we need to do is, so there's the pointy bit running along there, just going to flatten that down, just so it's more of a flat surface than it is a point. Okay, I'm going to choose an end to be our fox, so it's a little bit more rotten down this side, so I'm just going to do the top bit here. So what we want to do is think about what is going to be the head of your fox. So usually I do from like the tip of my thumb down to my first knuckle, and so I'm just going to put a mark in here like that. So this is going to be my stop cut for making the head. So I'm just going to bring that stop cut all the way around the piece of wood onto the back. So just pushing in my knife as much as I can, and then bringing that hopefully to meet the line where you've drawn. So hopefully you can see a little bit of a line here. That's my stop cut, and so just going to press that in a little bit more, just go around once more to make sure it's really pushed in as far as you can do it. And then all I'm going to do is carve up to that line and stop there. Okay, if the piece doesn't come off, just put your knife in there, rock it back and forth like that, and you're going to just do that all the way around. This is going to create the neck of our fox. So I'm going to go on the back as well. So this is like the first proper carved animal I think I made. So it's fairly simple to do. You need to make sure that you know about stop cuts. I also find like using your thumb on the back of the knife helps you get a bit of a deeper, more controlled cut. That way, so you're not going to just kind of carve all the way through it and take its head off. You may even want to think about using like a smaller carving knife, so you've got a bit more control what you're doing. Just kind of making the head. Just have a look to see if you're kind of getting the neck centered, and then adjust accordingly. And just roll your knife back and forth to get all those little bits off. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that for now. Okay, so the next bit is you want to make sure that you want to think about where halfway up is. So this is where the nose is going to start, and we're going to carve up towards the head. So yeah, I usually just put a little line in, signify where the nose is going to start. Just carve away from myself, upwards. You're kind of like rolling your wrist and blade upwards like that as you're doing it, and you'll start to see that the nose will appear, and this will kind of lead up into the head and the ears. So you want to get this top bit pretty thin, because to separate the ears, you just kind of like dig down into it. So once you've got about halfway through the wood on the front, you want to start doing a bit on the back as well. So got almost halfway through. So you think about the bit on the back as well. So you're kind of carving most of that wood off, so all the bark even. And now I'm just checking every now and again, looking at this bit. We want to get that pretty thin. Now I've got pretty thin there. Just need to do maybe a little bit more on the front. Okay, we're pretty much getting there now. So now, really thin. Got the head almost there. So what we want to do now is take your knife and place it in the middle of the ears, like that. So like that. And then you want to press down on it, so you get like the separation between the two ears. Be careful, because you're kind of cutting towards yourself, but if your hand is low down enough, there should be no chance of it getting there. Okay, so I've put a notch in there, and then I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is just cut down towards it. So again, I'm just trying to do it away from myself. I'm just gonna cut downwards towards that little notch and take a little bit out. Okay, then turn it over and do the same from the other side. And then a bit more. And just keep turning it over and doing each way. And then basically trying to work your way down to where the nose is. It's time to get there. So now you've got a bigger gap. It's a bit easier to Just take little bits, little chunks at a time. Yeah, try and get a good V shape. And then when you're happy with it, so I'll do that for now. Then you just want to do either side, the other two sides of the ears, so it makes it into like a triangle. So just trying to meet up, just like that. Okay, so yeah, be careful at this point because you don't want to take too much off. And as I always say, take a little bit off, and then you can take more off later if needed. There you go. So 2 fox ears. Now you've got some choices. So sometimes that you might want to just leave it like that. Draw an eye here and here, and then maybe colour in the nose. If you do a bit more, so where it kind of points out here and there, you can flatten those bits and put the eyes there. So just flatten those off a bit. Do the same on the other one. And then you can put the eyes there and there. And that's it. Basic fox. Yeah, just draw. You want to draw a few bits on it. And I've done other ones where I've kind of taken off most of this material, so it's like super flat, super thin, and then used it as a bookmark. So that might be another way you can use your fox that you've just carved. Hope you found that really useful.